Welcome to Inspiring Women's Stories, podcast by Women in Business. My name is Raimonda, and I am the founder of the Women in Business community. Today, I am joined by incredible Natasha Orumbie. Hi, Natasha.
Hi!
How are you today?
I am great. I'm super excited to be interviewed by my favourite person. Yay!
I'm so excited to have you on this podcast because I know you have a wealth of knowledge and amazing stories, which I'm really excited about sharing with our listeners. I don't know which number of the podcast it is today, but I know ladies will be listening to this podcast today. So I want to give a little introduction of Natasha because Natasha has been a member of our community and has grown incredibly since the last few months. And I know her story will be super inspiring for many women listening to this podcast. So a little introduction of Natasha today. So Natasha Orumbie is the founder of the No Cakes Are Better. And she has been in business for the last 10 years. She recently made a decision to begin sharing her expertise and advice about cake making business and decorating via an online academy that is going to be launched officially this December. Cake making and decorating has been in her family for generations. It became a business after trialing a novelty cake for her niece whilst on maternity leave from a teaching job in 2009. Getting the taste for the creativity and flair of a modern cake artist, she is now taking her business full time. Having been an educator for over 20 years, introducing this element to the business has been a natural progression. Until this point, the business has never really fully operated as a full-time business, but the change is about to happen. Woohoo! Welcome to the podcast, Natasha.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. It's just brilliant, a whirlwind of just excitement happening all at once. I'm really happy.
I am so excited about your new journey. Of course, it has evolved a lot. You've been in business for 10 years and now it's taking a complete new turn. So tell me a little bit more about yourself, about this new journey. I know you have a huge story to share, so I can't wait to hear it.
I know, it's just been really exciting. A whirlwind, as I said, everything started just 6 months ago, and I would never have predicted that we'd be here now and you'd be interviewing me. It's like, what? This is crazy.
So tell me a little bit more about your journey. I mean, I know my listeners, our listeners can't wait to hear more about you because I know a lot of we have mutual followers and you actually have become an influencer in your own right. So tell me, how did it all happen?
Oh gosh, well, when I first started, I was doing it not to be a business per se. I was just messing about with cake, like I said, for my niece. And I really loved the reaction that I got. I was like, oh, this is good. People like it. So I played around. It was just an experiment, really. And then I started doing cakes for people for free. Just, when it's their birthday, I'll make them a cake. So I was getting better, lots of practice. And I learned from YouTube. And that's part of the reason really why I kind of have a thing about YouTube videos, because you do get to learn stuff, but it is a little bit kind of trial and error because they don't really show you all the ins and outs. So it used to really annoy me when I wasted all my money buying things and then it worked out really badly. So that irritated me. So yeah, I'm really excited that I can help people to kind of avoid wasting money and stuff like that by giving them proper inside knowledge.
Yeah, so tell me more about this academy that you're launching right now.
Well, like I said, it is something that I have always done. Teaching has been kind of like, that was the first job I left university. I went straight into teaching. I've always done teaching in my church, like with the little kids, and teaching is what I do. Even when I was kind of like out of teaching, I was teaching adults, so I was training in colleges and universities. I trained cake making and decorating in the evening classes at college. I've just been doing this for a long time, and like I didn't even realise that this was what I really loved to do. And so Brainwave kind of came to me after I met, I think it was Kubi Springer in April 2019, and I finally actually saw my business as a way of helping people. So instead of just, I'm going to sell a cake, you're going to make me money, it was like, how can I help you? Because people really will, they will buy what is good for them. If you're giving them something that is going to help them, going to add value to them, that is something that you won't even have to try and sell. So I knew that people were like me, that existed, that would love to learn how to make cake, maybe can't afford to go to college, maybe it's not convenient for them to go to college, and other mums and family members that want to bake cakes for their children and just need some way of learning it in a really accessible and convenient way. Online academy. So that's where the baby was born, and I'm excited. It's nearly December.
Oh my goodness, what an exciting journey. And I know, having been in teaching for 20 years, of really combining now your passion with your experience, I have no doubt is going to be a huge, huge success, Natasha. So obviously along the way, you never really looked at what you're doing as in pursuing your passion in cake making. Um, you have suddenly found this new knowledge about business. So tell me a little bit more about what you have learned about business in the last few years.
Oh, well, I would say I didn't learn anything about business until this year. I think I've been running a very expensive hobby. I don't think the last 10 years I've been running a business at all. Like, I started to learn what a business was when I came to your event in July this year. That has actually changed my whole business world, my life. Like, everything is just switched around after learning what business is about. That event was so inspirational, and I think for the last 10 years all I've done is provide in exchange for money some, a product, but it hasn't been a business because I've never even understood how to cost what I was doing to make it profitable. So I wasted so much money on materials. I wasn't thinking in a business way. There's no strategy. I was just making a cake, getting some cash, thinking, yeah, that's a business. They gave me money, I gave them cake, but didn't cost my time, didn't cost ingredients, didn't cost so many things. So as I said, I think people I've actually been paying them to make their cake. When I look at the costings, I haven't made any money at all. It's been crazy. But since this year, July, I've learned so much about business and everything has changed, and I've actually started to see profit now, which is like mad crazy.
Oh my goodness. All this time you've been actually paying people to make their cakes.
What is that? Like, who does that?
Oh my goodness. I listen to your podcast. I mean, I'm a huge fan of, just your growth and obviously your podcast as well, where you are being really raw, really real and raw about, your learnings, because I think a lot of people can relate that they've been doing something for so long and it just feels like, okay, I'm bringing in money. But actually, when you really look down into the detail, it's not profitable because you're spending so much more and your time and everything else. And, I know you had this as a side hustle to your full-time work. How have you managed to actually juggle the full-time job and running your side hustle?
Oh, it's crazy. It's so difficult. Because I've got 3 kids as well. People that don't know me, I have a very, very busy life. So we start our mornings about 5 a.m. Every morning my alarm goes off at 5:15. By 5:30 I have to be up, and we start the routine. So one goes in the shower, the other one has to go in the shower. I have to iron this, do that. So my first school run is at 6:45 in the morning. I take one lot of kids out, come back, and then get the other one ready. It's crazy, and I'm out of the house. I'm literally out all day. The reason why I get out so early, obviously, other than getting myself ready, I have to bake before I go to work. So if I'm doing a cake, because I'm out all day every day, if I'm going to prepare that cake to decorate when I come home in the evening, for it to be cool, for it to be ready, I actually have to bake it first thing in the morning. So I've learned to be super fast at that, but it is really exhausting, and that's why I don't want to do that anymore. It's too much. It's too much. So I've had enough of doing that. So I'm going to change things up. That's why I'm so excited, having learned all these news, to actually realise it's possible. Like, I don't have to do this. So I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to change it up.
Amazing. Honestly, I think your story is one of the most inspiring stories from our community, and um, the really fast change that has happened. And I think it's more about awareness of what you have been doing and what's possible, and just seeing the possibilities that now you can see that you can actually do things differently and still make really good money.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, what are your big goals for the next few years?
Wow. Well, apart from launching the online academy, I think that's the biggest goal. I think this could literally spiral into something, like mushroom into something huge. Like, if I have an online academy that is successful in that I'm producing videos and material that people are enjoying and they're using, then, like you say, I don't feel like I'm an influencer yet, but I feel like I'll be able to become an influencer like you. And I would love to kind of have a community of people that I'm able to inspire. Like, I admire, this is not the Raimonda show, as in, I'm not, I just admire you so much. I've looked at what you did in such a short space of time, and what I've been able to do in my life, from what I've learned, from what you're sharing. It's just amazing. I'm just thinking, I would so love to help women like that, like, change their life. Like, what you've done has changed, like, my whole family's life is going to be changed because you shared what you shared. It's like, I'm so grateful, and I just want to be able to do that for other people. I think it's wonderful. That's why I nominated you, and I hope millions of people nominated you for that award, because what you do is give people a chance to change their life. It's just, like, amazing. I'm so grateful. So yeah, that's my big goal, to be like Raimonda.
You almost want to make me cry every single time we talk. And I know, like, for the last few months, you've been giving me shout out on every single post,
I
and
know.
I can't be grateful enough for you coming across our life, my life, and us being able to support you, and just seeing this absolute change and what
Yeah.
you're doing. Honestly, it makes my work all so much more rewarding and meaningful of what we do. And I want to ask you then, what has held you back before? What do you think was holding you back to make the shift?
Oh, do you know what? It is literally mindset. That's what it was. I didn't believe it was possible. I just was like, this is my life. This is what I do. I work all day, every day. That's what people know me for. They're like, Tasha is always working. She's always busy. She doesn't stop. And so I just got used to it, and I just thought, well, I have to. There's no choice. Like, it's just the way of life. And I didn't believe. I didn't have hope, and I didn't see anybody making it possible. So, I know loads of people. I know, like, I could list several people around me. Everybody's got a business, everyone's got a hustle, but nobody's leaving their full-time job because nobody's making any money. They're not making any money. So I just thought, that's what we do. We just hustle forever. And I didn't believe I could change that. When I started to believe I could change that, so I came to that event and I saw all of these women in that place, and I was like, wow, this is actually amazing. I know there wasn't that many, but it was a room of women that they all wanted more. And I was like, yeah, I want more as well. And the fact that we were all able to support each other, it was so inspiring. And then connecting in the group after that just helped me to just really refocus and have a mindset of belief, of hope. And when you change that mindset that it is possible, you will move, like action happens, because that's what happened. There's no point acting when you don't think it's going to do anything. But when I realized I can just do this and it will work, so then I started to do it, and that's, the rest is history, as they say.
What would you say the first thing you had to do, or you were compelled to do to make a change?
The first thing I was compelled to do, that I have to say I was scared to do for all those years, was actually show up as me, which is like, that was the hardest thing to do, because as you can see, I'm a bit nuts. And I just thought people will just be like, who's this woman? And I did, well, I can't show them that. So I'll need to be sophisticated. Like when I go to work, I'm not me at all. Like I'm like, hi, hello everybody, I'll pretend to be posh, because I work with really like posh, high up people. And so I'm not me all day. So the people that know me outside, they get the real intense me, because I'm just so like, I'm free now. So I wasn't me in my business, because I thought no one is going to do business with a crazy black lady. Like, who's going to do business with me? So I showed no face, no hands, there was no videos, there was all posh. I even had just paid earlier this year, before I came to your event, to revamp my website to just look posh and professional and totally conservative, because I thought that's the only way I'm going to get anybody to pay more for my cakes. But that actually was the opposite. Like, I have been myself and just shown everybody, this is the nuts lady behind the cake. And then everybody's just like, yeah. It's crazy. So I'm so glad again, because I wasn't going to do that, and you told me you have to do. I'm so glad, because that has made the difference. Literally, I am myself in my speech, like my accent, my face is out there. People might not like it, but the ones that do like it are happy. So, you can't please everybody.
Oh my goodness, Natasha, you make me laugh so much, because when we first connected through Instagram, I had no idea what you looked like.
I know, you didn't.
And that made absolutely no difference to me. But I remember meeting you for the very first time and seeing this woman sitting at the event, and I knew it was you.
Really?
I don't know how, but I knew it was you. And I was like, I came up to you, I was like, Natasha, and you were like, yes. I was like, and then we just hit it off, and it was just amazing. It's like, you know what? You're amazing. As a person, you're totally incredible. Your energy, your vibe, your smile, your laugh, your positivity is infectious. You laugh. I mean, it's amazing. And when you started to show yourself as you and doing that unapologetically, I think everyone else saw the magic that I saw that day, and thereafter, and people fell in love with who you are.
Yeah, it's
You didn't need to
crazy.
hide. There was absolutely no reason other than thinking that people might not like you. There was no reason behind that, really.
Yeah.
And when you started to show up, you saw what happened. So tell me the first reactions, and how did it feel for you to come out and start showing?
Oh my gosh, it was emotional. Literally, I couldn't believe that people I get messages daily, and this is no exaggeration, of people saying, I love your energy, I love your lives, I love your posts. I'm just like, Me, my face, my video. Because I'm so used to thinking people that I'm gonna get on people's nerves, and I'm just like, I just did not expect it. So it was emotional. It's like acceptance. I realized now I do a lot of self-analyzing, and I realized for so many years I've been like approval addict, like, oh, please like me, please let me just be, like a puppy dog, everybody, just begging approval. And so that was a big thing, because I thought if they don't like me, then that's like rejection. So the time that I first started to see people actually message and say, we love you, we like you, I was like, oh, I'm gonna cry. It was like so emotional. And yeah, I definitely, it's one of the best things that I did for my business was just be myself. And that's what I would encourage anybody who is hiding behind their business name or a brand that doesn't show their personality, their actual face, them as a person. Just do it. Like, if they don't like you, and it's not going to kill you. Like, everybody is different, and people will like different people, and that's cool. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. So from not being visible as yourself completely to doing lives, how was that for you?
Exactly. That was crazy. I did my first live because you told me to. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna make me do it. But I literally I just kept doing everything you said, like, Raimonda told me to do it. Okay, then I'm gonna do it. And I did my first one with my son there because I was so scared. I was like, oh, you gotta come with me. And I was so shocked how natural it was. I felt. I did it a really short one because I was like, I don't know what to say. And then after that, I stopped caring what people thought. I just said, you know what? If they don't like it, what, I can't change whether they like it or not. I just decided I'm just going to do me. And, those who want that, brilliant. Those who don't, it's like Marmite. People love it, some people hate it. Still on the shelf, right?
That's it. It's still on a shelf. People still buying it, and people still love it. Oh my goodness. I know it's scary. I mean, doing lives and videos is scary, and I've done a good fair share of them in the last few years. And honestly, when I had to do my first webinar, I was so scared. I was just like, oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm going to say. It feels like I'm talking to myself. What are they going to think? And I was just like, this is so scary. But eventually, like now, I still don't watch my videos back. I don't. Because at the end
Really?
of the day, I show up in order to serve people. I'm not showing up for anyone to judge me. I'm not showing up because I'm going to go back and judge myself. And that's one of the reasons why I actually don't do pre-recorded videos or trainings, because it's not about perfection. It's not about trying to be so polished and perfect, but it's more about you got a message to share it, right?
Yeah.
You got something of value to say and to come on video and say it, then do that. It doesn't matter how I come across. It doesn't matter if my lipstick is smudged. On one of my videos, one of the ladies said, your lipstick is smudged on your teeth. And I'm like, oh, well, thank you. But, that moment happened. We had a laugh. And, it was human. And I can't delete it, right? And I'm not going to. Because that's the beauty of doing live videos and live training, because whatever happens in that live training, it happened. And you get the raw effect of it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm learning to live with imperfection, Steve. I'm learning to live with it, and I think that's what because people aren't perfect, and so they realize, oh, she made a mistake. Oh, I made a mistake as well. So they feel better about themselves immediately, and we're all normal. We all go to the toilet. We all fart. It's just we're all human. So it's just.
I need to ask you one of your secrets, because no one had a chance to ask you about this on your podcast.
Mm.
How do you do those accents?
Do you know what? I don't know. I just listen to people and I change my voice.
I wish I could do that, Tash.
So funny. I think I used to teach English and drama, so I do a lot of kind of acting. As you can see, I'm a bit of a drama queen, so I do like that. And it just naturally, I always do it. I switch when I was teaching. I would be Irish, and I would just start talking like an Irish person, and just start doing that because I like it. You know, I just change my voice all the time. Just, and they would just laugh like, "Miss, why are you doing that, Miss?" But yeah, it's just, you know, something I do and I can't help it. I don't even plan it. It just comes into my head and just comes out.
It was hilarious. It is hilarious. And that's one of the most entertaining parts about hearing your podcast. When I listen to your podcast, particularly, I tend to cook or be around my kitchen. I have my headphones in, I'm walking around the house laughing, and my other half looks at me like, "What is going on?"
That's good. That's a good result. Yeah.
That is a wonderful result. How are you enjoying your Instagram journey? Because your Instagram has grown incredibly. I think
Yeah.
when I met you about 400, and now you're like 5,000.
How did that happen? Like, I'm praying that I'll be 6,000. I was hoping I'll be 6,000 by the end of the month. So I've gone over. It's 5 days in, nearly there, but it's a progressive growth. I literally, I laugh at it because when I first started my Instagram journey, I couldn't get I couldn't get up to 400. Like, it was like 300 and something. I was like, why won't it go up? And I was complaining to everybody. I was like, it's not growing. Or it would grow and then it would drop. And I was really irritated. Like, it irritated me. So when I got to 400, I remember the screenshots I was sending it, but I was like, look, I did it! I got to 400. I was so excited. And I know it's not about numbers, but I did feel like a super inferiority complex because everybody that I knew had at least 1,000. So I was like, I can't even get 400. Like, what is wrong with me? So it was really like one of the things that I really initially wanted for vanity. I have to admit, it was all about, I don't want to be the only one under 1,000. But now I realize actually the more people that know I exist, again, this is what I learned from you just have to, people don't know you exist. So you can't help people if they don't know you're there. So it's like having a shop that puts the shutters down. Nobody will know what's in the shop, like what they can buy, unless the shutters are up and they can see through the window. They're like, interesting. So I literally was like, I need to get myself out there. And I've tried loads of strategies that have really worked. The follow back Monday that you do was my inspiration to kind of connect with other people, other businesses. And that strategy has been the biggest part of my growth because I've been making connections with those people on those, like the loops, not the loops, the follow back events, what they're called. And they are the ones who stay, because the loopers, you can get a big influx, but they don't all stay unless you connect. So when you start connecting on those follow back Mondays or follow back Tuesday or tag a boss chick, whatever, those people, you actually kind of make a, hi, I'm Tasha, and they know you. And then they actually start introducing people to you, like they will tag you in and bring you in. And that has been a massive part of my growth. And you know, there's been a huge increase in my sales because randoms, like I've never had random people ask me for cake, like wedding cakes. I've had wedding cake, Chris, birthday cakes, people I do not know. Like, that never happened before. All my customers were people I know or people that they knew. Like, it's just crazy. So getting more followers, getting yourself out there is brilliant, and it's the best way to grow your business.
Yeah. And it's not only, like you said, just about followers. What you have done is built a real relationships with people. You have really nurtured those connections. You haven't just thought, oh, more followers, more followers. No, you actually have taken the time to nurture them.
Yeah, I've realised actually those followers are people. They're me. They're humans. And since I've started connecting with people on that level, it's a different world. Like, I don't just say, oh, you're here now, I don't care about you. I care about their account because they care about that account, and so I want to support it. I don't know what that picture is, but I'm going to like it anyway because I want to support you, and I'll make a comment and I'll try and find something to say about it because I know what that feels like. And I really see those people as people, like they're my friends. I want to help. So, that connection, that emotional, personal connection has massively transformed my business.
Do you send your screenshots to your friends and say, I've got to 5,000?
I'm so childish. I've got screenshots of every stage. Like, I take a screenshot, I'm like, oh. Yeah, I get on their nerves. So that's why I said, after when I get to 5,000, I said, I'm not going to do it every 100 now because it's too annoying. So I'm going to do it every 1,000 now. So I've been waiting for 6,000. I'm like, hurry up.
Soon it'll be tens of thousands. Like, Tasha, 10,000, 20,000. Like, I'm not even going to celebrate every 1,000 now. It's tens.
Yeah, so that's the plan. So yeah, I'm excited. As you can tell, I'm super excited. And yeah, the future's bright. The future's orange. Everyone remember that. Yeah, so excited.
I know you're on Instagram mastery training as well
Yeah.
with us. Oh,
So excited. I can't wait. Today I was at work, so I'm watching the replay tonight. As soon as I finish this, dinner for the kids. You eat, I'm watching Instagram mastery. And I can't wait. Every time I watch a video, because you've got like 10 trillion videos in the Women's in Business Club, I didn't even realize how many there were. And I've got them for free. Well, it's not for free, I pay my monthly subscription, but literally I could just go and watch and train every single day. So it's amazing. So yeah, every time I watch one, I learn like millions of things I can take away and apply. And that's why I'm here today, because I'm applying what I'm learning.
what has been your favorite part of the community then?
Oh, the favorite part is the people that I've met. Like, literally everybody that I'm connected to on Instagram at the moment was via Women in Business Club. I'm working with Ideal Bosses, I've worked with Lucky PA, I've worked with Aurora Automation. Like, all the people that I've met that are helping my business to grow, that are connected to me, supporting me through Women in Business Club community. It's just the place to be for real life connections, genuine connections with other humans, other women that are just human like me, just normal people. I just want to make it.
And it's something we were talking the other night, and I said the difference is between those who succeed and those who, stay in the same place is the action you take.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I believe that the reason why you succeeded so quickly and so much and you continue to grow is your own motivation, your own enthusiasm to take action and to keep learning. Do you feel like taking action has been your biggest?
100%. Like, I get so frustrated because I see so much potential on Instagram accounts. I'm just like, you're amazing. Like, you could be earning millions. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're just not doing anything with it. It's just frustrating because I know that I'm not a superhero. I'm just a normal person. All I've done is watch a few Raimonda's videos and done what she said. Literally, it's like, it's not rocket science. Everybody can do this. And I've heard the quote saying, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. I know it's not easy to do. To take action, like you heard my routine, it's a madness. It's like, it's tiring. So it's not an easy thing to do, but it's quite clear what to do. The knowledge is there. If people want to join the Women in Business Club, that information is all there. Like, everybody can access it. Everything you need, how to set up, how to launch, how to promote, how to make it, like, all there. Like, click that button, watch it, do it, done. So, you know, that has literally been, and since I've realized that formula, I'm just like, well, then there's nothing that can stop me then, like, unless it's me. If I stop doing it, then I stop. If I keep doing it, it doesn't stop. So, you know, that's my plan, and keep doing it, baby.
Keep doing it. Yes. And I hope you don't need to troll YouTube videos anymore then.
Oh, thank God. Because you know what? I am a sucker for adverts. So literally, I would see them in, I'm the person who clicks on every advert, like, oh, wow, you can do that. Wow. And now I just like, I'm going to look for that title in Women in Business and watch it there for free. So yeah, I don't have to do that anymore now. So
Oh my goodness, I love that. Saving you time and money, hopefully trying out hundreds of things that usually is very nicely packaged but doesn't do what it says on a tin. Last thing, last question, but probably not the least. What would you say to someone just starting out in business or cake baking business?
Oh, I would say, similar to what I've just said now, is if you want to do this, you have to do it. You can't magic the results that you want. This is about you being disciplined, being committed, making a decision, and then doing it. Like, you can do it. It's achievable for you. It's achievable for me. This is not impossible. And, you know, I would just love everybody to do it, but I know that not everybody is going to make that decision to be committed. But if you want to start and you want to be successful, you can absolutely do it. Just take the action, be consistent, and you're good to go.
I think that's the best part of your advice, that you just have to make that decision, take action, because
Yeah.
the resources, the help, the support, the community, everything is there. And it's just making that decision to actually start taking action. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Amazing, Natasha. So if ladies wanted to connect with you, I know most of our community already knows you because you just came like a big light of sunshine, a ray of sunshine. And so if you ladies wanted to connect with you, how could they do that?
Well, you've got my No Cakes Are Better on Instagram at No Cakes, the letter R, better. And my website, which is nearly ready to launch, www.nocakesarebetter.com. And you can find me on Spotify or Apple Play on my podcast, the Making It Happen series. You can find me there. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook. And soon after that, you can find me on TV.
Yes. Yes, Natasha will be soon looking at your interviews on the TV, not just YouTube. So really excited about your growth. I just want to say thank you for being part of the community, you know, coming with this huge positivity and your lovely energy, contributing so much and absolutely taking action, smashing it like a lady boss. And I really wish you most of success. Make your goals happen. And of course, best of luck with your launch in this December with your Cake Academy. I'm really excited.
Yay. Thank you. And thank you again. Everybody knows I'm saying it. It's not fake. This is real. I'm so grateful. This woman right here, Raimonda. Woo! She's amazing. If you don't follow her and you just bought this one interview or podcast, actually you don't even buy it, you can just listen to it. So you just need to follow at Women in Business Club, and you need to be a member and get all the training that you see on the Instagram adverts all in one place by somebody who knows what they're doing. So last word.
And take action.
Oh yeah, take action.
That's the biggest piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
All right, my love. Well, thank you all so much for watching today's interview or hearing today's interview. You can find us both on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and of course on Instagram. And I look forward to interviewing so many more incredible ladies. So make sure you come back and tune in for another episode of Inspiring Women's Stories. Thank you so much. Thanks, Natasha. Bye.